Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Friday, July 23rd. The moon is in Aquarius, and today we have a full moon. Today is the full moon in Aquarius. The full moon is at 2 degrees of Aquarius. This is actually the first of 2 full moons that we're going to have in Aquarius. We're going to have another full moon in about a month. I think it's on August 22nd, and that's going to be at the last degree of Aquarius. So, and I'm standing here in my doorway because there's these 2 bunnies here, and they think they just saw me. So, hi, bun. Where you going? Hi, guys. What you doing? Just hanging out? Oh no, I think we're gonna have some bunny love again, guys. I guess that's apropos. Oh, they're gonna do it in private. Oh no, it's so funny. Full moon, right? So, there is another aspect before I get to the more details on that full moon. We do have an inconjunct between the Sun and Jupiter. The Jupiter and the Sun are the 2 largest things in our solar system, and whenever they interact with each other, it's always big. Everything is bigger and more exaggerated. That's good and ill. And today they're in an inconjunct, which is not a comfortable aspect. So there can be a high degree of irritation today and frustration in certain situations. There can also be a lot of sort of egotism, perhaps, or that sort of cocksure attitude. But the full moon will illuminate things, and it doesn't matter what kind of attitude you have. The full moon shines equally on all things, so we can expect just that. We can expect illuminations. And of course, with the Sun in creative Leo, the most subjective of signs, and the moon in mental Aquarius, one of the most objective, or perhaps the most objective of signs, is this balance between the personal and the collective, and an awareness around that. Now, that can be a good awareness. It can be a shocking awareness. But certainly we are walking around with our eyes wide open today, and perhaps a little bit of egotism to boot with that inconjunct between the Sun and Jupiter. But the Sun-Jupiter inconjunct, the inconjunct in its nature, is going to be a humbling aspect. And so it doesn't matter what puffery goes on, it's not going to make that much of a difference. Anyway, so we do have this full moon, and I'm just looking to see are there any aspects. The moon is actually in it's a wide orb. It's a wide orb. It's a wide conjunction to Saturn. It's also in conjunction to Pluto. So actually, this full moon is sort of sandwiched between Saturn and Pluto. And so that's another indication that there's discomfort. Because if you're at a party and they sit you, or if you go to a wedding and they sit you between the Pluto relative and the Saturn relative, chances are you're not going to have that great a time at the party. So it's very possible that this full moon will also illuminate a certain level of discomfort that we have about a certain situation or certain situations. And it's not a punishment, certainly. It's just a time to become aware of that. And because if you don't see it, you can't fix it, right? If you don't see it, you can't, if you don't see the error of your ways, how do you correct that, right? How do you correct that? So a lot of illumination today. And actually all of this whole cycle from full moon to full moon, I think, we're going to have a lot of illuminations. I'm going to bring you over to the thistle because it's been blooming pretty nice. And yeah, this is really cool. All the rain, though, unfortunately, sort of knocked it down a bit. But see all the bees on it? The bees love this stuff. Actually, now I don't know if you can see if they are hiding bee. Oh, there they are. Yeah. So, not as many bees as I'd like to see, but still we do have bees, some honeybees, not too many honeybees, bumblebees, and plenty of wasps. Although still not as many as we usually have. The wasps usually like the fennel a lot. It must be the flatness or something. And at night you can actually smell fennel. It's pretty neat. Last night all you could smell was honeysuckle and stargazer lilies. I'm not complaining. It was lovely. And we finally get some drier weather here. We have been so humid here. It's been crazy, but today the humidity is actually down and it's lovely. Here's those stargazers. They smell heavenly, especially at night. There's the 4 o'clocks back there, the white ones. Boo's rose, the hostas. And then this is Michael's mother's rose. This is Helen's rose. Showers of gold, we call it. Yeah. So, full moon, things are blooming, guys. The Leo Aquarius axis also includes the axis of love. It is the axis of love. Personal love, impersonal love, lovers and friends. So those are themes as well. And it is a good time to spend time with your friends today, even though some of them might be a little obnoxious with that Sun Jupiter inconjunct, but you know who your friends are and it's all okay, right? All right, guys, have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe. Much love to you all. Namaste.